Does any one of us know who we are? Do we believe the community you live in defines who you are? Or your job title at work? Or even in the world? Does that define who you are? Do you think it's based on your mistakes you've made? That defines good or bad? Or that your financial and social status defines who you are? Maybe you have no money and you don't know where you belong in the world. Or maybe you have so much money that life is good or it's difficult because there are too many issues in your life. You're not defined by others' opinions of who you are. What they think of you is truly none of your business. It doesn't make any difference what their opinions are. I don't care if they're good or bad. You can't change what others think. And you sure don't need to get sucked up in their opinions. They don't know you. How many followers do you have on Facebook? Or Instagram or Snapchat? That does not say who you are, and it surely doesn't define you. All these movie stars, all these radio talk show hosts that say, "Oh, I've got so many followers." Are they really following? Do they really know who you are? Have you been so authentic they know who you are? You know, the truth is I can't sing like Celine Dion, and I can't act like Julia Roberts. But I can sing, and I can act. Just nobody's found me out yet. And this whole social media on being a size 0 or size 3, that is not realistic for anybody. I laugh when I see the older actresses that are on the tube claiming they've gotten rid of fine lines using a product. You know, the truth is all it takes is the right camera to make their faces look great, and their fine lines are non-existent. Have you ever seen them in real life, like on the pages of People magazine or on the camera of some of the shows that are in the evening? They look just like you and me without the camera. But do you know who they are? None of us needs to follow a crowd to be important, or look like a runway woman or a GQ guy. They have problems too. They might be on a magazine, but do you know who they are and what their story is? No, you just wish you could be like them, have their money, and life would be amazing. But look how many of them are upside down. You don't need to have the belief that to be cool, you need to do everything your friends do, or even equal their financial status. I have somebody in my life that, you know, our financial statuses are completely different, but that doesn't change who she is or who I am. We still love and honor each other as friends. You were designed a special way. You know, you're unique and there's no one else like you or me. Probably most people are grateful for that. I want you to embrace that you're already a complete person. No parts are missing. I tell people all the time, God does not create junk. You were designed to be creative. You create your beliefs from how you see God, or some other person you believe in, or spiritual essence, or your beliefs about yourself or life in general. You've made decisions about yourself, others in your life, and life where once conscious decisions have become unconscious ones. And yet you continue to direct your decisions and to determine your quality of life based on that. Sometimes it's even based on quantity of life, what you have materially, versus who you are as a person. You've had dreams that have been planted in your heart for so long, but you have no idea how to move forward. So visualize for a second a canvas on a frame in front of you. And yet you become frozen to pick up the paintbrush and just go with the flow because you aren't sure how to do it perfectly. And yet your heart says, pick up the brush and just start painting. Start living your life as you desire. How can you be secure in who you are? How can you live your true purpose? In tough times like right now, how do we even know what the future looks like? They say that when we come out of this virus with a new way of life, we can never go back to yesterday. Besides, I don't know about you, but was it perfect yesterday? Was everything the way you wanted it to be? Were you working in the environment or living the environment that you really wanted to live? Did it really bring you outrageous joy? I'm sure right now it's daunting. It's hard to know what direction to go. But you know what? We've been given this opportunity to stop, to embrace the silence, to embrace the chaotic life that we were living and centered our lives around the internet and the phones and the lack of conversation and relatedness with the people around us. And now all of a sudden we have that time to really ponder, what is it I really want to do? I want to quote something I heard from Trisha Yearwood the other night. Nothing great comes easy. Garth and Trisha haven't had a perfect life. They've had to work hard, really hard. And being on the road to entertain us and satisfy us with their incredible music, we never stop and think about the sacrifice away from kids or to do the things they've had to do. Look at Garth, who took away all those years to be a father to his kids. It's pretty incredible. But that wasn't easy. It had to be really hard on him. It takes work, but you don't have to make it hard. You just have to plan based on what your desire is and the faith that you have within yourself. The way you do that is to know who defines who you are. My best friend is God. I just want to say that. I want to put that out there. In my 60 years of life, here's what I've learned in my journey. He has always been there. He has never left me. Maybe he doesn't always answer me or give me what I want at the time. But you know what? He always comes through with something I've requested or even something better that I never even looked at. And yet when it came, I sat back and went, wow, how grateful I am for this to be laid in front of me, that I can embrace and that life can change and be better. But you know what? He also lets me rant and rave. And he never judges me. He never challenges me verbally. And the interesting part is he never threatens me when I say how I feel. That's pretty amazing. So, I have to tell you that he's that kind of friend to me. And maybe your spiritual beliefs are different. I don't know. Or maybe you don't have any connection at all. But for me, I've learned I can't walk my life without God's love and guidance. He has my heart, but more importantly, he's my GPS system in all aspects of my life. And you know what? I don't have to have a phone to tell me what direction. I don't have to have a computer to know the specific turns I have to make. For me, he helps me do my work. He provides all levels of care for me. both emotionally and physically. I am not here to push anything on you. What we yearn for is love. And I'm here to say love comes in all sorts of ways. Real love, secure love, joy-filled love. That's what we yearn for. If you don't have a relationship with Him or some kind of spiritual relationship, I just invite you to spend time within yourself to determine your level of joy and peace right this moment. If things are out of balance with your life, or the friends aren't the best, lots of drama, your job doesn't really turn you on when you wake up in the morning and you say, I'm going to do great things today because of where I'm going that makes a difference in the world. If you can't feel that, look at that. Then reach out. Send me a note. Let's chat about this. What do you want others to know regarding about who you are? Your authentic self. The transparency of the way you want people to see you, love you, and live with you. You get to be the author of your own story. How is that going to begin? I hope you've enjoyed this content, because I really and truly believe that in these times that we're in right now, you have an opportunity to look, to create on that canvas, change the direction of your life, and find a best friend that can guide you. Be blessed.